So we're here on our next diving mission. We're going out on the east coast of Trinidad, leaving here from Balandra Bay. Today is me and buddies Chris Dennis and Josh Lewis. We're heading out a bit further than usual, going out on those far offshore reefs. And the plan today is a nice relaxing fun dive. No pressure. Probably look for some new spots and dive some proper deep areas. So I don't know what's gonna happen. Guess we'll see what we get. But again, the main thing is today a dive to have fun.
Jumping in on our first spot, we were greeted by some amazing conditions. Some crystal clear, blue water, flat seas and little current, at least for this area. And days like these are very few and far between. It's not like this all the time. So when you get it, you have to dive it. I started off the day with just a few warm-up dives, which was really just me looking around in some shallower water about 30-40 feet or so and admiring the scenery. This area that we're diving in is one of the further offshore reefs that we dive, and the scenes are quite unique. Without much time, Josh started off the day with his first fish, which was a decent sized African pompano. Not a common fish at all in most parts of Trinidad, so it's very interesting to see. The second spot that we dove here was much deeper, and that was around the 70 to 75 foot zone, so it definitely warmed me up properly for the rest of the dives of the day. You can see here how much cleaner it is in the deep, with the water getting that even more deeper blue to the bottom. Truly a sight to behold. Shortly after, Chris started off his day with his first fish, which was a mutton snapper.
I see one like that on the last drop there. Nice.
And then right after that, the next drift, shortly after, I made a drop and saw Chris lining up on something. So I slowly sank down on him and I saw it was a nice black grouper, giving him that head-on shot. On the next spot, Josh specifically told me to look out for some Cubera snappers, as this area has some big ones. This is a fish I was definitely looking forward to shoot, so I had my eyes peeled. On this drop, I hit the right drift on the spot and encountered a Cubera coming in from a distance. Now this fish I estimate to be well over 20 pounds. It could be anywhere between 20 to 40 pounds. They always look, different size than they actually are under the water at certain depths. And you could see him initially making his way towards me, but apparently my approach was a bit too threatening for the fish and it eventually veered off into the distance, never to be seen. No worries, I'll get him next time. After sounding around the area for a while, we ended up finding a new spot around that 72-foot mark and made a drop on it. Upon approaching the busy part of the reef, I saw a school of dog snappers and chose out my first fish of the day. On this next spot, both me and Josh made a drop on this deep ledge in that 70 to 75 foot zone. And on the way down, about halfway or so, I spotted out a nice mutton snapper. So all I did was tuck my head, made my body as streamlined as possible, but kept the fish in my vision for the whole way down. Eventually I got down there and lined up a solid holding shot.
Yep.
This next dive is Josh's perspective, and you can see a nice black grouper coming in for a shot. You might be wondering why he's not shooting it, and it's simple, it's just not the size he's looking for, and it's called being selective. And if you're wondering what size of black grouper he's holding out for, this next dive will show you. Upon sounding around and finding this new spot, both me and Josh made a dive on it to check it. And from about halfway down, I could see him pointing his gun at something. In anticipation of his shot and also being available for support, I froze and just let him have his time. You can see among the endless school of snappers a large black grouper at least 20 pounds. Josh takes his time and makes a solid headshot. But sadly, the unthinkable happens. Apparently, the fish was too close to the ground below, and the flopper could not clear the next side of the fish, so it never opened. Once a fish that size takes off, it will for sure rip out, and that's what happened. Now, you might think that after that shot and seeing that giant school of fish and other groupers around, we would drop on that spot again. But we decided to leave immediately after to let the spot recover and not to be too traumatizing for the next time we come. That's how we sustainably hunt these areas and maintain the health of spots to ensure that the next time we dive them, it will be at least as healthy as the last time. After that fish, the day slowed down quite a bit. It was just us sounding around, checking spots, going up to our area, jumping off the boat, no breathe up, just take a breath and go down to 70-75 feet, bounce the ground, see nothing and come back up. So with the day slowing down that much, I ended up making a few drops without the camera, and of course I shot a barracuda on the dive that I didn't have the camera. The fish temporarily got stuck, but eventually the current pulled it out.
Hey, Uncle Dan boy, miss all the action.
One dive, I didn't pull any hook, bro.
Hey. Something roll on it? Oh, you really sharp face there. Bourgeois, it's a gaff. Nice gaff there, bourgeois. You should take one rubber. I'm bar like engine prop, you know. Let me map it up. Not to me.
You got so many boats, I'm tired.
Looking like a police wife.
Paul. No, have him.
Right. Nice fella, boy. That was 70 pounds.
Things smelling like
Minimum.
Things smell like piss, boy. Smelling it?
Yeah.
Nice.
As he says, you shoot by the rig.
Huh? No. Bigger. How do we do? What's that?
Wow.
One thing I give. You see the yellow knife in? Careful, you cut. I ain't cut the cuts. Shut the cuts. I see the nylon coming through on the other side. Wow, we boys the fever. Time to sleep after this one. Josh put me to sleep. Josh put me to sleep today. We mash up.
Good training, boy.
Good training for our way. Military, yeah.
I decided to make another drop and got a smaller barracuda on that same spot. On reaching the boat with my barracuda, we heard Josh call us over and he gave Bouge, our boatman, the line to pull in a fish. Little did we know, we were in for a bit of a surprise.
Ay, ay, ay!
Yo, bitch! Diamond dog kickfish, boy!
Yeah, you know, again, how we feel like. Wow. Hola, good, eh? Yeah.
Josh, they have another one. They have another one. They have a bigger one here.
Where? Oh, yeah. We're waiting for that one now.
That the man drink fish there. He spent years trying to shoot that.
True. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice, Taza.
I know.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Taza. Sashimi.
Nice sashimi fish.
Look at huge.
Way too good.
82 pounds.
Slimy.
Fish thought I was joking us.
And one last fish for Josh, a decent sized male hogfish.
About 25 pounds?
Shortly after, I also got a hogfish for myself. As the day was winding down, I made a couple deep drops with Chris just for some practice. These drops have now become super comfortable for him in the past couple of years, specifically because of him completing a series of freedive courses. And a lot of people ask, how do you dive so deep? How are you able to equalize? How are you able to stay down so long? And all of these things taught and mastered in a freedive course. You can learn all these things to the depths that we dive in as little as 2 days. So yeah, if you want your best success in spearfishing, freediving, anything underwater really, a freedive course is a must do. Just check in the description below. Out and under, we do all the PFI certified freedive courses, and we can teach you to dive from anywhere from 33 feet all the way to 132 feet, depending on where you want to be by the end of the course. On this day, Chris continuously offered for me to try his new gun, which was a Rob Allen 1200 Timberline roller. So as the day closed down to an end and the sun started to set, I decided to offload his gun on this last spot. Getting down there, I could definitely notice how light and maneuverable this gun is, being a carbon fiber and wood hybrid. So on the bottom, I could see a school of yellowjacks, and you guys know I can't resist shooting a yellowjack. This is by far one of the smoothest, if not the smoothest gun I ever shot, and it's super easy to shoot. I'm surely be getting one of these soon for myself. Alright, but let me show you now what we do with the yellowjack.
Alright, well let me see if all the effort was worth it. Maybe get a taste test here. Fresh yellow jack. I'll do this every dive, for sure. So I hope you'll enjoy the video, and I'll catch you in the next one.